off his reaction, you could probably tell.
21.8 million subscribers. Oh my god, I might have to go get some crazy bugs and put them all over my body and let them have hickeys on me. Dude, this guy going viral.
I'm venom into the prey. Then using the rostrum, they slurp the insides of the prey up like a smoothie.
First of all, this bug look crazy. Second of all, you're telling me it slurps water like Lana Rhodes? Let me find out if this bug is on a hub.
To get the carrot out.
Imagine filming this video, right? And let's say your phone's like ringing, right? And you look and that bug's gone.
Police! 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 Police!
I'm gonna start this video by asking you guys one simple question. What are things that creep you out? If you would ask me that question, it would definitely have to be bugs. I hate bugs. I don't got arachnophobia, but it's borderline there. I had to fend off all the cockroaches that were trying to bug me growing up, killing spiders, killing cockroaches, and I hated that. I don't want to do that, but that's just something I had to do. But even though I hate bugs, there's definitely a part of me that definitely do think they're pretty cool, which is why I used to watch National Geographic, so things like praying mantis versus spider, wasp versus tarantulas. I used to watch all those type of videos. Even though I do hate spiders or cockroaches, I am definitely blessed that none of them were deadly. But what if one got their index finger and got them one of the most deadliest bugs on earth? It's just like Dragon Ball Z just made that fusion. That would probably not be a good combination, because anything with the word deadliest means that humans should not be around it at all. But I guess that makes this human pretty interesting, because today we're watching a video about deadliest insects versus finger.
This is the world's largest beetle, and this is my finger. And in this video, I'll be putting to the test how strong these beetles really are. And I'll also be showing you the craziest centipede species, insane alien-looking bugs, and so many other cool insects, starting with an assassin bug.
Oh my god, bro.
Bugs.
I
and if
hate
that
bugs.
sounds deadly, it's because they kind of are, but they also are kind of cool. Let me show you why.
So I let these assassin bugs loose into a little enclosure I built for them, and now you can get a clear look at them. What makes these creatures so—
Real quick, I'm gonna be honest with you. Bro, I hate bugs. I don't know how people have any type of interest with bugs. Yeah, you see that little hole in my wall? Yeah, you know we're not living right. I was best friends with cockroaches, and I hated killing them. Spiders, all of that. I don't understand why people can't be normal. Get a dog, cat, a gerbil. Get anything else than a bug. And look at this bug. This bug look crazy, but this bug look like it got powers. Like if it bit you, you might get some type of something. I don't even know, like Spider-Man.
Cool is if you look here, they have this super weird sharp mouthpiece. This is called a rostrum, and using it, they can pierce into their prey, inject a special kind of digestive enzyme venom into the prey. Then using the rostrum, they slurp the insides of the prey up like a smoothie.
First of all, this bug look crazy. Second of all, you're telling me it slurps water like Lana Rhodes? Let me find out if this bug is on a hub. Slurping, what? Yo, you think the venom like paralyzes the bug? It's things like this that make me so happy I'm a human.
It's insane stuff. And as you can see, I have multiple of these guys because I got a special kind of species that are able to live and hunt together.
You probably see why they're called assassin bugs now. So let's feed them a cricket and document their hunting.
Free that
This
cricket.
wasn't gonna last long because assassin bugs are some of the best hunters out there. And I was right.
Okay.
Because immediately, this unlucky cricket happened to climb up the very piece of bark that all the
It's kind of blended in though.
hiding under. And one of them was on the lookout and instantly spotted the cricket. Now it was time to hunt. Like real assassins who move
it's trying to get that
stealthily,
shit.
assassin bugs do the same exact thing. And this guy extremely slowly—
Yeah, this is top 5 moments before things went wrong on camera. I don't know what this cricket thinks he's doing. This is not no I'm Stone challenge from Minecraft. This nigga smells you. He's gonna slurp you like Lana Rhodes. Bye, cricket. It was nice knowing you. I'm gonna see you on the hub. Slurp juice.
Target, and as the gap slowly closed, the assassin waited for the perfect opportunity to pounce onto the cricket. Who was now in the
I hate bugs, bro.
Bug. Right away, you can see the rostrum pierce into the cricket, and yeah, the inside of this cricket is now being turned into a juicy smoothie for this assassin bug to slurp up. Yep. Sounds yummy.
All right, let me get this lid on. I don't want these guys biting me in my sleep or anything.
Okay, the next insect species is one I've been holding off on getting for a while.
I'm not even joking, Chad. Like, I deadass have like almost like a fear when it comes to bugs. It's just something about them. Like when I see the ugly ass face, like, do you know what I'm talking about? Like you go on Google, you search for bugs, flies, or anything, and it'll show you like a photo of their face zoomed in, bro. That's one of the most horrifying things I can see. It kind of just makes me feel weird, especially when I'm laying down late nights. I'm just seeing that shit. Oh. I'm not trying to see that. I'm not trying to see that. So disclaimer, I might be very froggy if I see any close-ups.
Oh, but it's a centipede.
Yep, I finally got one, even though they're all extremely venomous. But oh boy, let me show you this guy.
Yeah, I didn't get a small one either. I got one of the largest species in the United States.
I usually be seeing centipedes at like my friend's house, cousin's house.
And as you can tell,
sometimes in the bathroom, like under the vent, like coming out the vent.
Try and climb the sides of the container.
Oh my god.
Which I definitely wouldn't want because, well, we all know the infamous Coyote Peterson who gets stung.
This guy's a goat, but he's also kind of stupid.
Well, he got bit by a very
stupid actually. Because why would you do that?
Yeah. Based off his reaction, you could probably tell it's
21.8 million subscribers. Yo, chat, I'm gonna have to get some venomous bugs. I'm not joking. I'm sorry, like, cause if this nigga's getting 21 million subscribers off letting bugs bite them, then oh my god, I'm gonna have to go get some crazy bugs and put them all over my body and let them have hickeys on me. Dude, this guy going viral.
Thing I want to try and avoid, probably.
Just cut the cameras, cut the cameras.
You cut the camera.
Because I get to show you guys how insane of a pet they are. Let me get them in this enclosure.
Now, these guys usually live in desert environments, so we're gonna use a bit of sand for this enclosure, but also a solid mix of dirt and other natural stuff, because it's actually what gives them the best conditions in their enclosure. Then we want to give this guy some nice natural stuff to hide under, and finally a couple skulls in here to signify how deadly these guys are to other insects.
All right, let's get this centipede in the enclosure.
Oh my god.
And please don't
oh my god.
But oh, he's just gonna go crawl out. Oh, it's actually pretty gentle. Go on. Yep,
it kind of looks cool.
Go on. Yep, just like that.
It kind of looks cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, this dude immediately got to walking around his enclosure, and what makes these guys so cool is obviously how many legs they have. They're called centipedes, because centa means 100, and they basically got like 100 legs. But not exactly 100, because I actually...
When I hear the word centipede, I think about this movie that I didn't watch, but I heard a lot of people did. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about the human centipede. I heard that's probably top 10 most disgusting movies to ever like exist. I know basically the premise of it, and if somehow you guys don't know the premise of it, you probably is like 6 years old and you might be like, I don't know, drawing on your face or something. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it's like a mad scientist or some madman who gets these people and basically turn them into like a centipede, where one's head is like this and another one's head is in another person's ass, and it's basically just a repeat of that, like I think like 4 or 5 times, whatever. What's so disgusting about that is I'm pretty sure the guy will feed the human centipede and the person will eat it, shit it out, the other person will eat it, shit it out, and keeps on going. I don't know who thought of that. I don't know who's the director of that. I don't know who even thought to even write something like that, but that shit's so disgusting. If you even enjoy something of that type of caliber, you need help, therapy. Send that person to the gulag.
Count how many legs this guy had, and it was only 40. So yeah, their name is a lie. It's not 100, but I mean, it's
40 is still a lot.
It's so cool to watch these guys walk around, but it's even cooler to watch them eat. So you already know, I got a cricket.
What's up, bro? Yo, free these crickets, man.
This thing in here.
And oh, things immediately were interesting, because I dropped the cricket directly next to the centipede's face.
Oh, goodbye.
Thankfully for the cricket, the centipede was distracted, and so the cricket walked straight past his face and kind of just walked on his body. And then he started to ride it like
niggas riding the centipede now.
You gotta be careful, because this train is, well, it's definitely about to eat you, bro. I'm just gonna be honest. And I was correct, because only 30 seconds later, the centipede once again came across the cricket, and this time the centipede definitely saw him. And so the centipede started to follow in the direction the cricket ran. And so I also followed the centipede.
Bro, I hate how they look.
I saw the two met again. And this time the centipede made his attack. The cricket tried to escape through the logs, but as I looked around the corner, it's pretty clear the cricket wasn't able to escape.
Oh, he got it
in the grasp of this insane apex predator of the desert and was getting munched up. Good job, centipede. Even though you are a little bit creepy, it's actually super cool to watch your friends. Okay, we're coming up on the...
Bro, I swear to God, I'm not even joking. Bro, look, I swear my hands are trembling. You just had to 2x speed that. Bro, why are you gonna 2x speed that? It looked like it was... That was it just to rip this body apart. Bro, imagine getting eaten leg first up to your neck, up to your head. Oh my god, GG's. That's one of the worst ways to go out. And once again, be happier, human. There's so many ways we could have got brought into this life. I could have been a gazelle getting chased by a lion. I could have been a seal getting chased by a polar bear. I could have been anything. Thank God I'm none of them niggas.
World's largest beetle and testing how strong they are. However, I still gotta show you the next crazy insect pet on the list, which is a giant millipede.
Now, the reason I'm showing a millipede right after showing a centipede is because they're very similar in a lot of ways, but they're also very different.
Boy, that should look like a poop worm. That should look like, ugh. I don't know, if North Korea dropped like a big ass bomb on us, like a nuclear bomb, and everything was cooked, the radiation, all of us died, I feel like this would be one of the things that will survive. Like that and cockroaches.
In a lot of ways.
Now, the first way they're different is, well, you know how centipedes have that absolutely bonkers bite like I was talking about, that's just extremely painful? Well, millipedes are basically the exact opposite, and they're some of the most friendliest creatures of all time.
Bro, they don't look friendly.
I'm gonna let this thing crawl on me, and oh my gosh, the sensation of like like these 300 tiny little legs crawling on my hand is just so weird. I don't even know how to describe it.
But if I had to, I would just say it's a very tickly, because as you can see, each one of the legs on the millipede is almost kind of sharp, which lets it get a really good grip with what it's standing on.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just such a weird feeling. I even let this guy crawl on this cool snake plushie I had sitting around. And wait a second, this isn't any ordinary snake plushie. This is the brand new Terragreen snake plushie that just released today. This new Terragreen in gray long tunnel plushie.
So much though.
The most massivest millipede of all time, called a giant African millipede, which yeah, isn't really a very creative name. They just kind of said it's giant, where it's from, and that it's a millipede. But yeah, I'm not gonna complain. I guess it's
informative
to remember.
Now there's just one problem.
Sure.
The place I bought this from specifically said in the description, do not use cocoa fiber. Now if you didn't know, cocoa fiber is basically like the holy grail of dirt for terrarium builders. It's just like a special kind of dirt that holds humidity very well, I guess. But yeah, it's like unheard of to not use this in a build. Like I've literally never made a build without this. Like what the heck, bro?
Does Africa don't have cocoa fibers or something? I could be stupid. I could be very wrong. I'm just asking the question. All I'm saying is if the millipede is from Africa and Africa has these cocoa fibers for all this whatever, how are they not compatible? Unless African soil does not have cocoa fibers, then okay, that would make sense. But if they do, that is very intriguing.
So since cocoa fiber was all I had, I drove to the greatest store of all time behind Walmart, Petco, of course. And there I got the special kind of dirt that is not cocoa fiber.
Oh, what is it?
I also got some of this mulch stuff, which is like wood chips, and a bit of moss. But for the secret ingredient for the millipede tank, it's this thing.
You're doing a lot for this millipede. This millipede better be cool.
So when I got back home, I started mixing together all my new dirt materials. All these materials I chose are specifically designed to hold just as much moisture as the cocoa fiber, if not more, which as you can see, makes this super duper moisty.
All right, it's perfect that it's now super wet, because if it was too dry, the millipede would not survive very long. They dry out super easily. So yeah, I'll have to spray this thing a lot to make sure it's always nice and moist.
But since we have to keep this so wet, mold might actually grow on the sides of the
This video is actually very interesting.
My secret ingredient.
I'm gonna have to watch more of these.
I got springtails. Now, if you've seen my other videos, you probably don't think it's that cool, but bruh,
I know spring rolls.
They're cool, okay? Be free, boys.
Yeah, springtails are just these super tiny white bugs.
Oh, I'm assuming they eat them.
So we'll go around and clean up mold if it grows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're perfect. Finally, I just put in some tiny bits of cork bark around to decorate the place and add some cover.
There we go.
That millipede gonna love his new crib.
Millipede enclosure. Let's go ahead and get this guy inside. Be free, boy. I hope you like your new home. Spent a long time on it. Well, I only
get off.
But yeah, I hope you like it.
Anyways, after he felt comfortable enough, he uncurled up from his ball and got to exploring around his enclosure. Now, there's not really much to talk about with these guys, unfortunately, because they kind of just walk around and don't do much else.
I don't know, but this shit look weird. Like this shit kind of look like a poop worm mixed with a dick. Sorry, like, I don't know why I even brought up genitalia, but I'm sorry. Like this shit, it just looks weird.
That makes them cool, and also similar to centipedes is the crazy amount of legs they have. And the average millipede has a way more legs than a centipede, as you can see. Very nice. Yeah, my guy just wandered around the enclosure
300,
for like 30
holy.
minutes, but eventually, once he feels comfortable enough, he'll start to burrow under the floor like you could see in this footage. And he'll basically just chill there for like 90% of his life, just eating the dead organic matter or something.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, pretty cool. Anyways, next up on the list, I actually got something very interesting I've never showed.
I'll be real, that was probably the most boring insect on this list so far. So basically, the main thing that I got from that millipede is it looks like a hibernation of a poopy worm and a big old black dick. That's what that should look like. It does not take cocoa fibers, and it just eats what, mold? Pun intended, that shit stinks.
Channel before. A vinegaroon.
This is the closest thing to a mutant creature on Earth I think there is. And it's extremely cool. I'll show you why.
Yeah, you heard that right. A mutant creature. And the reason I say that is because look at this thing. It straight up has the body and claws of a scorpion, a tail that looks like a rat tail, and these weird antenna things that lobsters have. Yeah,
that is the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life.
This creature is in its name because it's called a vinegaroon, and if you separate the words in there, there's vinegar and oon.
Yo, chat, be honest. If you had to be an insect, right, what would it be? And I know this question is kind of weird. Treat it as if I'm asking what's your spirit animal. What insect would you be? If I could choose, I'd probably be like, I don't know. My lights are green, so I guess we're gonna do praying mantis. Cause I be seeing praying mantis, they be doing that shit. Praying mantis, they be cool as hell. Specifically, the praying mantis from Kung Fu Panda. I'll be the Shifu.
I don't know what the oon part of its name means, to be honest, but the reason it has a vinegar in its name is because this creature has the ability, when threatened, to arch its back up and shoot a special acid type of vinegar out of it to spray all over the threat, potentially blinding them so the vinegaroon can get away. And yeah, it's pretty crazy.
And I'll be showing you guys.
Bro, that vinegaroo got that goo on you. What, as a self-defense mechanism? I don't know. That's kind of like, I guess that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Exactly what that looks like. Let's get him in his enclosure so we can show it off. This one should work pretty well.
Now the build is pretty simple for these guys, and thankfully I can use cocoa fiber again. Phew. But yeah, I filled about 1/3 of the way up with dirt, and then I scattered some pieces of wood and bark around. This time I wanted to add some greenery, so I tore up bits of this moss and spread that around. I love this stuff because while it might look
very
right
decorative,
now, all it needs is a nice little spray to come back to life. And yeah, this stuff will just grow super fast over time as long as I keep this enclosure nice and moist.
So, okay, moist, facts. I'm assuming every bug likes moist
Let me just
environments.
Gently release you. Go
Bro,
on,
yo guys, look how ugly that shit looks. Oh my god. You're lying to yourself if you think that looked cool.
And yeah, immediately after putting this dude inside, he ran straight up to the glass to get a nice little drink of water off the drop that's sitting
it's
there.
thirsty.
It's pretty cool to see him using his claws to shovel the drops of water into his mouth. So yeah, dang, I guess he was pretty thirsty.
Bro, go feed it.
I almost forgot. Let me get a water dish in there. Dude, that guy was thirsty.
Sure.
He instantly went and tried to get some water, so I'm just gonna go put that one nice in the corner.
So yeah, I filled that up with a bit of water. With creatures like vinegaroons, you want to make sure their water dishes are very shallow, because they're not super smart. If their water dish was too deep,
drown or something?
Might fall in and drown. So
dumbass bug.
My guy was having a lot of fun exploring around his new enclosure.
All right, now I want to check out if this guy's gonna try and eat. Maybe he'll even shoot his acid. I don't know, but they are nocturnal, so yeah, I mean, he might not even eat at all. But you already know, I got a little cricket. Crickets love me.
What do you mean the nocturnal? I know nocturnal means like they're active at nighttime and they do things at night, but does it mean they don't eat at night as well? Or maybe this is being taken place in the daytime, which that would probably make sense.
Obviously, let's drop this guy in. Bye-bye.
I dropped a cricket directly next to the vinegar.
Damn.
So some action could theoretically happen.
You know you can have that disclaimer saying any crickets was not harmed during the making of this video. You know that shit's, bro. That would not be true. These crickets are getting fed on
right away. But if you've seen my other videos with nocturnal animals like scorpions, you'd probably know that they straight up just like to not eat during the day. Yeah, they'd rather let insects crawl right next to their mouth instead of eating them, apparently. But with this vinegaroon, it was a different story, because right after a minute of the cricket standing next to him, I noticed he actually started to strike towards the cricket to actually try.
Oh, that boy hungry.
That means this vinegaroon was in hunting mode, and the next time the cricket came by,
why is the cricket walking there?
His little antenna to locate the location of the cricket, and then he walked over to strike it again. Unfortunately, he also missed once again.
Bro,
however, a bit later, I noticed.
I know I'm not the only person who gets very like jumpy, jittery. I don't know what it's called, but it's just something in my body just jerks. It does this. I don't know, I get very
The vinegaroon had found the little water dish I put in there for him. He then proceeded to walk into the water to take a little bath, and I guess he was getting a bit more of a drink too, but the cricket was directly next to him still. And when the two creatures got a little bit closer, the vinegaroon once again struck and missed, but this time he was not going to give up and chased the cricket down to finally
in the water too?
All while splashing around in the water.
Oh, he got his ass.
Dang. Bro now had an absolutely delicious, juicy in his grass, and yeah, he just started devouring it. Good catch, bro. I was not expecting that during the day.
Now, unfortunately, he didn't use his acid vinegar spray thing, and that's because I think they only use that for defense, and obviously I don't want to stress this guy out, so I'm not gonna force him to do it.
Oh my god, bro.
This very cool footage of them doing it.
I hate bugs.
So basically, like I was saying earlier, they arch their abdomen up, aim their tail up too, and boom, the vinegar sprays out right there. It's pretty cool to see.
Yo, chat, be honest, it doesn't look freaky just squirting shit out like that. Like, imagine you fighting somebody, right? And that nigga just squirts some type of weird liquid on you.
Sprays out right there. It's pretty cool to see it spray out, and it also has absolutely insane aim. Like here, the vinegaroon was able to spot on, hit the tweezers.
Damn, that shit got aim lock, nigga.
Any sort of predator in the wild will know not to mess with this thing if it gets sprayed. It's a genius ability from the vinegaroon. But yeah, I put a lid on this enclosure, and boom, this is a pet vinegaroon. Now it's time for the real reason we're here.
I wonder what he does with all these bugs. Does he keep all of them? I highly doubt that. Does he sell them? Maybe he sells them, because I know for a fact he's not giving to people. Because imagine your friend hits you up and like, hey,
yo, John, you want to pet Venom Groot?
I'm like, Venom what? Groot what? I'm Groot, nigga? What are we talking about?
Oh yeah, no, it's just a bug. You want it?
You would have lost me before you even got the word bug off. red tone right there. I'm not holding no bugs. I'm not touching no bugs. I kill bugs. I don't keep bugs. And me and bugs, we live a very segregated life, and we're gonna keep it like that.
Test how strong beetles really are. And of course, I have the largest beetle species in the world. But I also have this one with insanely sharp mandibles, and this one that's pretty tiny, but
tiny
also
ass
has mandibles as well.
Now, I'll be starting with the smallest beetle and testing the weakest objects in this guy's mouth. As the beetles get bigger, the objects will get bigger too. Until at the end, I'm gonna be putting my finger in this guy's mouth. Thankfully, though, I get to start with this little guy. It's a lot nicer.
This is called a
no shit
beetle. Well, it's the smallest beetle I have.
So, buddy, like you wake up and you just like you make these type of bug videos. In my opinion, pretty is fascinating. Even though I'm not really a bug guy, I am very intrigued with this video. But you just wake up, let's be honest, you just wake up and you're like, what is a bug, specifically a beetle that has a very strong bite force that could probably take off a carrot, so I'll try my finger instead. Why would you do that to yourself?
It's still pretty insane looking, because if you look very closely, it actually is a shiny purple color. There's not that many animals that have a purple color like this.
Purple is my favorite color, fun fact.
I already built this guy a little enclosure, so I put him inside.
Oh, one of my favorite colors, the green is
pretty small. That's exactly how they like it, because they kind of just chill around all day and don't really move much.
Now, the first
as bug
test with this guy is a little pack of jelly. Technically, this won't test their strength, but I just want to show you how they eat, because it's actually pretty interesting.
Now, beetles like this are cool, because while they got their mandibles here, this is actually not their mouth. Their mouth is actually under the mandibles or right here. So yeah, that's where they eat. The reason they have mandibles is so in the wild, the males can fight each other, and whoever wins the fight gets to go home with the female beetle. It's pretty interesting. But anyway, I went and put the jelly right in front of this guy. And these guys love sweet stuff like jelly or fruit, and in fact, I think this jelly is banana flavored, which is one of the beetle's favorite foods. So I thought this dude was just gonna start devouring it up right away, but in fact, he's
like, I can't even tell where's his eyes, where's his nose. What the hell am I even looking at? This is more of a bug that I can look zoomed in. If it was like a fly, I don't know if I can even stomach looking at their faces.
Kind of defensive and actually started attacking it with his mandibles. But after I really kind of started to shove it,
you washed that shit in his mouth, nigga. Damn.
And then he seemed very happy because he actually started to then
eat that shit.
It's actually very cool to see how their mouth works. Yeah, he really just sucked all the juiciness out of this thing.
So let's close this for now, and let's actually go and get out our second beetle, which is this guy, and he has
the size difference.
This is called a giraffe stag beetle. So yeah, this is also a stag beetle like the one before, but a slightly different version with these way larger mandibles that, if you actually look at them, are also way sharper. And yeah, they should be able to easily crush stuff way stronger than the previous beetle. And of course, I already got this dude's enclosure built, so I put him in as well.
All right, now for the object for this guy to crush.
Chat, how much money do you think he spends on dirt and like bug decor? Like, how much money do you think he spends? This is a lot of stuff. I hope he gets it like in bulk, and maybe he could save like more money on it, because bro, like, this is a lot of dirt.
I've got a little piece of cardboard. Oh, also, I'm gonna take the beetle out of the enclosure for this experiment. Let's go.
So I didn't waste any time, and I just went and put this piece of cardboard in this dude's mandibles. And he sort of started to close his mandibles on it, but I'm not gonna lie, it was a kind of lackluster effort. I even tried putting it in at different angles to see if he could actually crush it. But yeah, he wasn't really doing a good job.
He don't care.
I decided to give him an easier object to crush, a paper towel. Surely he could at least make a hole through this with his insanely sharp mandibles. But yet
he's probably not interested.
After putting it right at the super sharp part, yeah, he didn't really make much of an impact, to be honest.
Bruh, nah, these beetles got the most intimidating mandibles. Oh,
and they don't care.
But bruh, you can't even bite through cardboard or even a paper towel.
They're probably just not interested.
I'm not gonna lie. What are
they don't feel threatened.
You can't even bite through this stuff. No, I'm just kidding. No, these are actually insane creatures. They're super cool. Let me get this guy back in his enclosure. Anyways, what I'm really excited about is testing this.
Holy shit.
Well, I mean, I'm not actually that excited.
Oh my god.
Finger in here, but let's just do this.
Yep,
like, how the hell could you just like pick it up like? Oh my god, I am the biggest pussy when it comes to bugs. I can't do this. Even me looking at that video of him picking it up while it's not moving, it's giving me anxiety. It's giving me like goosebumps in the back of my neck or something. Like, I don't even know why I'm watching this video. But hold up, I got a question. Imagine if you guys had kids, right? Or maybe some of you watching already do got kids. What would you do if your kid walked up to you and was like, "Hey, dad. And you're like, "What, son? What do you want? You think I could get a pet bug? Pet what?" Yeah, give me your phone. Give me your phone. Yeah. No more TikTok for you. And no more TikTok. No more nothing for you. Go to sleep. I would have grounded for at least like a month. Everyone knows if you're trying to get a pet and you want to be a little different with it, you get like something like an amphibian or like a lizard. The hell you getting a bug for? What did I do to fail you as a father?
Finally time for the craziest and also largest beetle in the world. A Hercules beetle.
You guys have no idea how hard it was for me to get my hands on one.
That shit built like Hercules, nigga.
Stock everywhere, and I had to message so many people, but I finally did. It was super expensive, but it's definitely worth it.
Oh, and he's just touching it.
South American rainforests, and unlike other beetles in this video, they literally have fur on them. Yeah, that's how you know they're exotic. So
they're exotic.
They have these absolutely bonkers.
They got fur under the shit too.
What? The mandibles are basically like
under the mouth, a little
of the body.
And I got a pretty solid sized enclosure for this guy, but I'll once again be doing this test outside the tank since they're so massive.
Now, before I put my finger in the mandibles, I first got something very close to a finger to find out the real damage about the face.
Yeah, I got a carrot, because you know, whenever I see videos of people like testing their fingers and stuff like car door windows or something, they always use a carrot first as like a good representation of what it's like before a finger. Bro, imagine he just chops clean through this carrot, and then I'm gonna have to put my finger in right after that. Jeez.
Anyways, I went and put the carrot in the mandibles without wasting any time. And guys, to be honest, I was kind of expecting this to rip through the carrot because they just look vicious. But after moving the carrot over tons of different parts of the mandibles,
it's not gonna do it.
The beetle did was give a very light pinch to the carrot. And yeah, all it took was a bit of wiggling to get the carrot out.
Bruh, wait a second.
Yo, cool question. See how massive this bug is. And I'm assuming there's a lot of people like me that just really do not like insects. Imagine filming this video, right? And you see this bug right here. And let's say your phone's like ringing, right? So you look here, oh, someone's calling me. And you look, and that bug's gone.
Police! 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 Police!
I'm moving out. I'm gone. You're not seeing me no more. I'm not even trying to look for that because I know I'm sleeping like this. I'm gonna feel like a little something crawling and then get my nose. I know that shit gonna bite my nose. Look how big that mouth is. That tells me my nose should not be nothing near this. This should look like a shiny Pokemon. Pun intended, that shit shiny too.
I'm not even scared to do this anymore. Yo, that thing barely affected this carrot. I'm just gonna put my finger in right now.
Yeah.
Hercules beetle, you don't even scare me. Let's do this.
You shouldn't.
So without wasting time, I just put my finger in. Found the perfect position to get pinched in the best way.
Oh!
And then the beetle started to close his horn mandibles down a bit. But I'm gonna be completely honest. This basically felt like nothing.
I mean, yeah, it's a little bit of a pinch, but it is not bad at all. Now, you might be thinking, bruh, Terragreen, what was that? This thing is so weak. And I actually kind of knew it was going to be that weak. I'm not going to lie. You see, the reason I got all these insects I wanted to make this video was to actually show you guys something. And it was to show you all that many of these insects like this beetle might look scary. They're actually such cool and fascinating creatures that we have to show our respect to. And yeah, I mean, some of them are definitely deadly, and you do kind of want to stay away from them, like the centipede.
Bro, I wanted your finger to break. Okay, that's a little too far. Obviously, I don't want your finger to break, but damn, like I wanted something, like maybe like rip your skin off, a little blood, a little this and that. Bro, that shit ain't, it barely even pinched your finger. At least crush the carrot or something.
They're so cool, and yeah, hopefully I showed you that with this video. And remember, guys, check out the new Terragreen plushies that just dropped.
All right, that was deadliest insects versus finger. Well, I guess they weren't that deadly because they didn't even do nothing to his finger. Once again, I was expecting a little bit of like the ripped skin or like some blood. But me watching this video just confirmed that I'm never having no type of bugs and no type of insects, no type of amphibians. Nothing. I'm just gonna be normal and just get like a cat, maybe like a rabbit or something, or a goldfish. I'm a very simple individual and I'm just gonna keep it like that. And if I had to take anything from this video, it would be bugs are pretty cool, even though they look disgusting and I wouldn't have them as a pet. They are pretty cool, and I do plan on watching more videos like this. So if y'all messed with the video, please show some love to the kid. You know, I'm gonna keep it pushing, I'll keep it going. Follow the socials, follow the lives, follow anything I do, and if you mess with me, show the love.